Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel where I break down cricket matches the way I see them. Today, I'm diving into the India versus New Zealand clash from the Champions Trophy 2025 in Dubai. India won by 44 runs, but I'm not here to bore you with stats or repeat what you've already heard. This is about my take, what I felt, what I noticed, and what I think it all means. Let's get into it. When India lost Rohit, Gill, and Kohli early, I was honestly freaking out. I thought, here we go again. Another collapse in a big game. But then Shreyas Iyer and Axar Patel stepped up, and I couldn't believe how they flipped the script. Shreyas, especially, caught my eye. He didn't just survive, he owned that situation. To me, he's proving he's not just a middle-order guy. He's someone who thrives when the pressure's on. I've always felt he's underrated, and this match made me think he's ready to be India's clutch player. Axar too, he's not flashy, but I love how he quietly gets the job done. That partnership wasn't about big shots. It was about guts, and I respect that. Matt Henry was unreal, swinging the ball like it was on a string. I was glued to the screen every time he ran in. But here's where I got annoyed. New Zealand's spinners didn't step up. Santner and Bracewell? Meh. I think they were too safe, just bowling to contain rather than attack. In my opinion, that's where New Zealand lost it. They needed someone to rattle India's middle order, and they didn't have it. I've always believed spinners win you big games in these conditions, and New Zealand's lack of bite there bugs me. Henry can't do it all alone. Everyone's probably saying the pitch was a bowler's dream, but I don't buy that. Sure, it helped early on, but it wasn't unplayable. Shreyas and Kane Williamson showed you could score if you had the skill and patience. To me, it was a thinking player's pitch. Punished the reckless, rewarded the smart. I actually liked it. It made the game a proper test, not just a slugfest. Maybe I'm weird, but I'd rather see this than a flat 300-run road any day. Kane Williamson was pure class. 81 runs. Cool as ever. Watching him is like a masterclass in batting. But here's my frustration. Why is he always on his own? New Zealand's batting fell apart around him, and I'm tired of seeing it. Latham, Mitchell, Phillips. They've got talent, but where's the fight? In my view, their middle order needs a wake-up call. You can't keep leaning on one guy in a tournament like this. I think they need to shake up the batting order or tell someone like Mitchell to stop playing cameos and start building innings. It's on them, not just Kane. Okay, let's talk about Varun Chakravarthy. First big Champions Trophy game. And he takes 5 for 42? Are you kidding me? I've been a fan since his IPL days, and this performance had me jumping off my couch. He's come a long way from those tough UAE games a few years back. The way he bamboozled New Zealand, young Mitchell, Phillips, his mystery spin was just too good. Here's my bold take. He's India's next spin superstar. Forget the hype around others. Varun's got the X factor. I think this match locked him in as a key player for India moving forward. One thing I noticed that probably won't get much attention. India's fielding was electric. Hardik Pandya's catch to get Rakin Ravindra? Insane. I replayed that like 5 times. To me, that energy in the field turned the game. They didn't just save runs. They lifted the whole team. I've always thought fielding is where India quietly beats teams like New Zealand. They're hungrier out there. I have to rant about this. Michael Bracewell's LBW decision was nonsense. The replay showed it was missing the stumps by a mile, but it stood. I get that tech isn't perfect, but in a big match like this, it's frustrating. Didn't change the result, but it left a bad taste. I think umpires need to lean harder on reviews for close calls. What do you reckon? India's up against Australia next, and I'm torn. Australia's tough. They've got that big game mentality, but I think India's spinners could be the difference. Varun and Kuldeep spinning webs? I'd back that against Australia's batsmen any day. My gut says India wins if they bat first and set a tricky total. New Zealand versus South Africa. I'm worried for the Kiwis. Their batting's too shaky, and South Africa's pace attack will smell blood. I'd love to see New Zealand pull it off, but I think they need a miracle, or at least someone other than Kane to show up. This wasn't about a massive score or a blowout. It was about grit, brains, and moments that shifted momentum. Shreyas and Varun were my heroes. They showed what India's made of. For New Zealand, it's a wake-up call. They've got issues to fix fast. 6 wins in a row for India over them in ODIs. That's not a fluke. It's a mental edge now. What did you think of the match? Did Varun blow your mind too? Drop your thoughts below. I love hearing from you. If this take resonated, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm pumped for the semifinals, and I'll be back with more soon. See you then.